It is Sunday. It is about 7:41 and we're making a test sample of some fragrance. So we're only making like a couple of bars. We're going to see what it does with the fragrance, and we're going to see what it does with a couple of simple colors. In here I've got my oils. I am soaping cold. And in here I have my lye, my aloe, and my milks. So we're just going to add this in and see what kind of, let's see what happens, if it's going to blow up on us or not. Okay. I am using full water, and I'm actually using a little bit of extra lye to account for the milks. So, sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit the camera. Is that just a few times? See what happens here. I'm at trace already, so I'm not going to zap it again. Kind of need to, but turn this around so I can hold on to it. Okay. I want it kind of loose right now because we're going to try to do a simulated peacock swirl. So we've got approximately 2 cups here, so I'm going to do a cup of each. Color. A little more. Should do. And we're actually going to mix our white in here because we had to mix up new white today. So I'm just going to dump it all in here. Waste not, want not on the coloring. So since I had to mix it up in this container, I might as well mix the white up. This is my titanium dioxide in a little bit of glycerin. I know that so far every fragrance that I have tried from this particular company has either seized up, riced, gone totally wacky, and just really acted totally out of character for about any soap that I've really done. So I'm sorry for my elbow being in your way, but I'm just trying to hand mix this in because I want to try to keep this as fluid as I can. And like I said, this is just the titanium dioxide that this is the container that I used to mix my titanium dioxide. So as to try to get all of it used up, I figured why not mix my soap in there too. So that's what I'm doing. And I still think it's like a creamy color. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to pour it into the other container here. If I can see right, I'm making a mess. My helper is working on wrapping a really tiny mold that I made from an old corrugated plastic box that I had. And she's never wrapped a mold before, so that's the paper that you hear in the background. Need any help there, dear? Yeah? What's the matter? Well, I'm going to need help too if I don't pay attention. I keep dumping it all over the countertop here. Alright. Let's see if I can't try to scrape some of this back up in here. Alright. See, I did make a big mess. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more titanium dioxide because it is still a creamy bit of a color. And I really don't want it creamy, I want it really white. So I just added a few more drops of that. I'm going to put the lid on it and just shake it, and it'll mix it in quite well. And this is cobalt blue oxide, and I'm just going to shake them up. And okay, we're back. We've got our little mold that we made. Our colors are mixed. So we're going to do something like a faux peacock squirrel after I put my fat face in the camera. And all we're going to do, I didn't think it was going to stick after putting it on there. A lot of people cut these off, but I like to save them for mixing. So all we're going to do is we're going to go up and down and back and forth, like so. And if you're anything like me, you get it all over the sides. So I shouldn't have. This is nice and thin. It smells really good. It is yep, rose, honeysuckle, and tulip. And this is a test run for one of our spring soaps that we're going to be coming out with. And so far this recipe really is very nice. It's taken the color well, it's taken the scent very well. Oh, it smells divine. It really smells divine. And then we're just going to keep doing this all the way through. Okay, so we're going to take our little spatula, and I do recommend wear gloves, but I already did all my glove things, and I knew this was going to be in a squeeze bottles, so I figured I didn't need them as long as I was really careful not to get this stuff on me. I did white last, right? Mm-hmm. This is going to be just a couple of bars. I really could have done the other kind of swirl. It would have been really cool. But since it's going to be a couple of flat bars, I figured to do it this way would be better. Get a little closer there so I can see too. I should have done a pour swirl on this. This is so nice. That's going to be our next. It's going to be a pour swirl. It will be the same colors with the same fragrances, but it'll be in the bigger mold.
So for the actual soap.
Yeah, because this is the test run to see if it's going to rice, or it's not riced, it's not heated up, And I do know that I have tried the same recipe with the same type of fragrance, and it seized. No, I did not throw it away. I don't feel that any soap needs to be thrown away unless it just totally turns green and smells like the trash bin or something. But anyhow, and the recipe before that, it accelerated so much that if I hadn't moved as quick as I did, it would have also seized. And the recipe before that, riced. Really, really bad. But I used it to the ricing for a decoration because I had anticipated bad things happening. So it actually turned out really cool. Why don't you go get one of those? Go get the 2 different bars that we did of Sunset on the Beach. Ew, no bubbles. So we're going to take this and we're actually going to put the nipple back on. Kind of pound soap down. Okay, I'm going to pound those down. This is the soap that we made with the scent, and as you can see, the clouds riced, which is okay because, you know, it kind of worked to our advantage, and it actually looks like there's a person here in the water. So that turned out really, really well. But now we did the same exact recipe without the fragrance, and this is what it turned out. So as you can see, yes, the ricing kind of worked, but personally, I think this one looks better. Here you go, sweetheart.
I don't know what to Sherry that one. You want to that guy?
Yes, my daughter she made her own fragrance for that out of some of the fragrances that we had not tested. And that's what happened. And so even though it did turn out well, she still felt bad because it was her first time trying to blend fragrances together. Okay, it seems that we're like at the very end. I am not going to put any kind of topping on this soap because it is going to be a swirl. So we're going to give these to my helper. There you go. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to just put it in down straight and pull really slowly towards me and come straight back up and down and towards me and come straight back up. Can you see that? Let me see if I can't zoom in a little bit more.
Nice.
Isn't that cool looking? I try to stay along the same lines. And then can you get my chopstick for me? I think it's gorgeous. And then we're going to just take a chopstick here. Even though I think that's beautiful. You know what? Should I chopstick it? Or should I leave it? How about we get the master of ceremonies out here and ask him? Can you please ask my husband to come out here? I think it's beautiful. Personally, we're going to clean up the sides a little bit. Not with that one. Hi. All right, what do you think? Should I leave it like that or should I chopstick it? This is the soap that I'm making
Chopstick
for
it.
Audrey. Chopstick it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the peacock swirl. So we're going to chopstick it back and forth. Like
Is there
so.
scent in there?
Yes. This is the test fragrance that we had.
Oh, that looks cool.
Right there?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we will come back tomorrow and show you what this looks like. Cut. We'll cut it for you tomorrow. Thank you.